Now, after you're happy with your interior, it's highly recommended that you have a cover image other than just a blank image. So here they give some information about how large it can be, between 5K and 2 meg, and they say they need at least, and as far as pixel dimensions, which will affect the resolution and appearance, they give you a guideline of between 300 and 2,500 pixels in length. So in here, I've created, so I just selected the JPEG file for this cover, and here's a little thumbnail preview. And so this will show up in the listing. Again, it'll usually show up a couple days after the listing goes live. Now this next section is dealing with ISBNs, and you do not have to have an ISBN to put a book on sale through Pubit. If you do, it has to be an ebook specific ISBN. You don't use the one for your printed edition if you have one there. It needs to be, ISBNs are specific to the format and edition type of a specific version. So there's just some basic yes/no questions about ISBN, whether it's part of a series. If you're writing, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, then they would take that information. Here's just some additional demographic information. Is it available in print, and if so, how many pages is it? You can choose a target audience range, the language, the rights. You perhaps only have rights to sell it in the U.S. if you're doing an edition of a book that was published in, Europe or whatever. And then whether you want encryption for your book or not. I don't know why you want it. This is something that can't be changed once you submit for publishing. This is just a way to reduce the likelihood of it getting passed around to people who didn't pay for it. That doesn't affect your royalties or costs or anything else. So again, I don't know why you want it to be encrypted. And then some continuing demographic information. Now, what I like about this, a lot of the print versions don't let you put it in multiple categories, but a lot of times ebooks, they let you put it in more than one category, and they definitely do here. So, once some categories break down into additional subcategories, some don't. You just kind of have to look through here and decide what all applies. And, if there's more than one that you want, then, again, you can add up to 5 here. So once you're done with the categories you want added, you just go ahead and click Save. You can change that later if you want to.
Hey, Elmore, so
yeah.
when you say you can change it later, does that mean after you've published, can you come back and make any modifications?
Yeah, you can come back in after you publish it. You can come in and change most things. You can't change the ISBN that was assigned it. You can't change DRM encryption.
Right.
But I think pretty much about everything else it'll let you modify. It's definitely not as restrictive as some print things in that you don't have to order a proof copy when you're making changes to a listing. It may take it off sale for a day or so until the listing gets updated, depending on what you're changing. But yeah, you definitely have more freedom to change things after it's published for an ebook than you would for a print book.
Okay.
Keywords for search engines. These are just, again, things that are going to let your audience find your book.